unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Chanel No. 3 Scream Queens tutorial. Now if you don't know what Scream Queens is, I'm sorry, it's like the greatest show ever. So if everyone loves it, let's just raise our hands. Yes! Yes honey, it is such a good show. But anyway, back to the tutorial. I've just got a clean face right now. I've not really done anything to my face. I'm wearing my nurse hat and just clothes that Chanel No. 3 would wear, like pearls and pinks and fur. They always have on fur and lots of stones. And basically they just want to look like royalty all the time, but also look really cute, almost like Breakfast at Tiffany's, but without like the black, more pinks and whites and colors like that. But I'm wearing the nurse hat because in the second season, if you watch Scream Queens, they are out of the sorority house and now they're working in a condemned hospital with Dean Munch. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm mixing a little bit of Chanel No. 3 from season 1 with Chanel No. 3 from season 2. And I love Chanel No. 3. She's my favorite Chanel on the show. I wish I knew their real names. It's just so weird that I don't. But anyway, yeah, she's my favorite one because she always talks like this. Very monotone with no feeling. It's great. So I've got my primer on, moisturizer and everything. So now I'm just going to go right into the look. Now I've got this plate here, this little silver plate. I'm just going to add to it some hard candy, Glow All the Way, infused with 24 karat gold doll face and body luminizer. Whoa, that was a lot to say. Just gonna squirt a little bit of that into the pan, and I'm gonna be mixing it with my foundation, which today I'll be using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NC15. Just gonna dab a little bit of that in there with it too. Then I'm going to be taking my favorite, actually it's not my favorite, but it's the only one I have clean right now. I can't even talk. So I'm going to be taking my brush and kind of mixing those together. And then I'm just going to be applying it to my face, like so. I'm using the illuminator to add a bit of a doll look to my face, because I feel like the Chanels all had like not a lot of makeup on, but very like beautiful, like just radiant skin. So I'm trying to create that like dewy look, and I didn't have to wear a wig because I'm already blonde, so that was good. But don't go dyeing your hair for this tutorial unless you want to be blonde. You can always just get a wig. Wigs are fun. I own like 3. Now I'm applying this onto my eyelids as well. This is going to work as a primer to keep my foundation on. Now right now my foundation looks very strange. And a bunch of lines on it. On my face, I mean. But I'm going to be taking my beauty blender and blending that out. Just going to go along my jawline once more with the foundation. And now I'm going to be blending. Okay, now that we have our foundation on, we can go ahead and go into blending with our beauty blenders. I'm using a Real Techniques beauty blender to blend out my foundation. This is a quite strenuous process, and it's probably my least favorite because I'm so picky about getting the lines out of my face and just really making sure it looks good, you know? No harsh lines. That is our motto on this channel, right girls? No harsh lines. And boys, if you're watching, I don't discriminate. I love everyone the same. I think that's pretty good. Alright, we'll go back to it in a minute. Now, next we're going to apply our concealer. It's really hard to look in the camera while I'm looking down at this table in front of me with all my makeups on it. So I apologize, you guys. Alright, I'm going to be using the Naked Skin Urban Decay. Let's just go ahead and lay these out here. I don't have to... There we go. The Naked Skin Urban Decay concealer under my eyes. Like so. Just going to bring it down. And over here. There we go. That's just to conceal any dark circles, you know, anything that we don't like about our eyes, our face. You know, we just cover that up with our concealer. Take our beauty blender, go back in with the beauty blender. And blend that out. Still got some blending to do, it seems like. This is my life. Blending. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm not okay with how long this is taking. It normally doesn't take this long. I think it's because I mixed the illuminator in with my foundation. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because it's getting on my nerves. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to be taking my little twin star, which is two of my favorite Japanese characters, and I'm going to be applying that just right under my eyes. This works as a powder line, like layer, to keep from your eyeshadow if you have any fallout, you can just swoop it away with the powder. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I'm just having so much fun with this costume. And now the makeup. Ah! Alright, that's good enough for right now. Now we're just going to take an all-over face powder and just cover the rest of our face with that. We're going to be using a large powder brush like this one. You can use whatever kind of brush you want. There is no rules to makeup. Be your own self. Do you, boo-boo. It's not about what anybody else says. It's not about how anybody else does their makeup. It's about how you do your makeup and how you want to do your makeup, you know? I'm not like one of those people that's like, this is how makeup's done. You should only do makeup this way. No, no, no. I don't believe in those kind of rules. Just do you. There we go. Just keep applying that powder to your face like so. Until you get all blended in. Blending is like a forever process. Okay, now we're going to take some more under eye powder. Make sure it's a translucent powder. It can be white or like this color. This is more like a light pink. And just layer that up under there. You can use a wet beauty blender. I find that using this little small contouring brush works out better for me. I don't know why. A wet beauty blender used to work for me, but it doesn't anymore. Alright, next I'm going to be using this shade in my palette. In my self-made palette, I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is Rice Paper by MAC. And I'm just going to be applying that all over to my eyelid. This is going to work not only as a transition shade, but also as like a cover up. Like a base shade. That's probably a better word, not a cover up. Sometimes I swear, I don't even know what I'm saying or words I'm using, seriously. So I'm just going to take rice paper on a Wet n Wild, because I like their brushes, eyeshadow, small eyeshadow brush, and just apply that to my whole eyelid. I like this color because it's the same shade as my skin, so it's very easy to use as a base shade. And yes, just apply that to your whole eyelid, like so. Alright, next we're going to be taking, we're just working on eyes right now, so I'm going to be using this. This is very, very old. Actually, I'm not even quite sure how old it is. It is a L'Oreal like eyeshadow quad that I bought a long time ago. I just really liked it, so I kept it. But L'Oreal was doing this Hope campaign. I think it was for breast cancer or something. And obviously I really liked whatever shade this was because I used the heck out of it. But today I'm going to be taking this lighter mauve and just applying that right into my crease. Just right into the crease like so. Goodness. So much stuff around. Gotta clean off. I always keep paper towels nearby to like clean my brushes. If there's any leftover eyeshadow from the last application, just clean that right off. Pack that onto my brush. I'm gonna work this in as a transition shade. Yes, hunty. Work that pink in there. Because we're Chanel's. So we wear pink. And we look flawless. Whew. Like that already. Now I'm going to be taking a Lexi 229 tapered blending brush. That's just like unnecessarily way too much to say. I'm going to be taking this eyeshadow brush here. Use whatever you want, big fluffy brush, and I'm going to be taking the darker shade, which was this one right here. I'm just going to lightly work that into my crease, like so. Not using a heavy hand at all. Blending upwards and circular motions towards the outside. Windshield wiper, circular. Windshield wiper, circular. Just remember that and you'll always be good. And always remember to use a very light hand when applying your crease color. There we go, working my way up. Circles, circles over windshield wiper motions. Circles. Just blending that right out, guys. Like so. Looks like I added a little bit on that eye more than this eye, so I'm going to have to add a little bit more to this one. That's okay. Because it's all about looking vampy and beautiful for Halloween and flawless. Okay. So we've got our transition shade, we've got our base shade, and we've got our crease color on. So now we're going to be taking our just little eyeshadow brush. We're going to be using our eyeshadow base, which I have the NYX white eyeshadow base. You can use whichever one you want. This is just going to be almost like a paste for any other kind of color that you want to put to make it stand out and make it stick more. Just be applying that right underneath the transition shade and the crease shade. Like so. And there we go. We have that on there. So now we can take a shade, which I'm using the Swamp Queen Tarte palette by Graveyard Girl. And I'm just going to take that same MAC brush that I was using in the beginning, and I'm going to be using the Does This Really Work blush slash eyeshadow. And just applying that right there on top of the eyeshadow base. Gonna blend right in with the same two colors that I used. But this has a little bit more sparkles and it's a little bit different. Okay, y'all, I'm not quite sure where that camera cut off because I was too busy blending. But now we're just gonna finish blending with nothing on this tapered beauty brush that we were using before. And we're just gonna blend those colors, two colors together. No harsh lines. Luxie is really good brushes for blending. I got these in my BoxyCharm and I have to say, I'm impressed. Now right now you're thinking, oh, my eyeshadow looks really weird. And that's because it does. But we're going to fix that. We're going to use L'Oreal's Infallible eyeshadows, which are my favorite drugstore eyeshadows. And we're going to be using in the shade Iced Latte. I think so. Let me just check to make sure. Yes, Iced Latte. And now we're going to be applying that to our brow bone. I'm using a Sonia Kashuk angled eyeshadow brush. Just a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm going to work circles in right here where the darker shade fell because we're just blending that right in. Like so. Do the other eye the same exact way. Blending outside of it. Blending the inner corners. It's all about blending. Now we're going to go back over it with our tapered beauty brush or blending brush that we used before. Just kind of go in the crease a little bit. Just to make that vampy shade pop a little bit. There we go. Now we're going to take a big fluffy brush like so, and we're just going to swoop that under eyeshadow, under eye powder, excuse me, around. Just swoop it around like so. Set that down. My hair keeps getting in the way. Stay, I say. And there we go. So now we have the eyeshadow done. And if you're not happy with it, you can just keep blending, like so. I'm never fully content myself, so I'm going to take that same brow bone brush and just keep blending right there. No harsh lines. Alright. I'm looking very vampy right now. Very pale. Very Chanel-like. I'm very happy. So now I'm going to take my contoured angle brush and I'm going to be applying my blush to my cheekbones. Wherever it is. Oh yeah. I just got the Cabana Boy Shadow Blush from the Balm Cosmetics. And I'm going to be using this out to see how it looks. The color is this shade. It's like a mauve-y purple. Just apply a little bit to my contoured angle brush. Then go in there to the apples of my cheeks. Working my way up my temple. Add a little bit more. Right, there we go. Yes. Yes, honey. I really like this color. Its consistency is not my favorite. It obviously takes a lot to get the color going. Unlike Makeup Geek, where you can just barely swipe that bad boy and it's whoop, pink line. Applying that to the apples of my cheeks like so, and I got a little bit too much on this cheek. That's okay. We'll just add a little bit more to this cheek. Yes. Because we're going to be blending all that out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So next I'm going to add my contouring. My favorite contouring, you guys. Should I even say it? I mean, seriously, Kat Von D Shade and Light Palette all the way, honey. And my favorite Tarte Cosmetics Flat Bamboo Brush. Try saying that 3 times really fast. I bet you can't, because I couldn't even say it once slowly. Gonna be taking this right here, just doing a little swoop of contour. Nothing too major. Swoop, 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 swoop. Swooping that upwards. Yes. Cheekbones. Work. Cheekbones. Come in. Come through. You always want to work upwards, not downwards. We want to work upwards with our contouring brush. Like so. And next we're going to be doing highlight. Now, of course, I'm going to use my favorite Sleek Makeup highlighting palette. Y'all know how it is. This beautiful one right here. And I'm going to be taking my favorite highlighting brush and those 2 colors on the bottom that I love so much, mixing them together like so. Now I'm going to be applying that. Guys, I'm back. I'm not quite sure where that left off at. My camera has a mind of its own. But anyway, we have finished the eyes. Well, not finished, but while I was away, I put a light or medium brown liquid liner, Precision Liner by Tarte, on my upper eyelid. And on my lower eyelid, I just lined my waterline with black. Just a regular black pencil. I use L'Oreal Color Riche. You can use whichever one you want. It doesn't really matter. Just to line the waterline. Now I'm going to do my brows. Just going to take my Rimmel, itty bitty Rimmel, eyebrow pencil in the shade Hazel, and just line the bottom of my eyebrows. We're just going to carve them bad boys out. Yes. And there we go. Now we're going to apply our eyelashes. I'm using just a cheapy 99-cent pair of Wet n Wild because I'm not gonna, this look is not about looking just so glamorous. Well, actually it is glamorous, but I mean like so flamboyant, you know. You kind of want to keep it like very simple. And I just bent my eyelash. Great. Okay. Very simple, just really pretty, flawless. I'm going to trim these eyelashes right here in the middle, so I just have the end. Now I'm going to take my Shiseido eyelash glue, and I'm going to apply it by using my lovely dovey tweezers. Here they are. Just going to hold it like this, and then apply the lash glue like so. Just a little. And I dropped it. Great. And putting it back, if I can. Looks like I'm dropping it everywhere. And I dropped the lid. Oh well. Who needs the lid anyway? I don't. Oh my gosh, it's never this hard for me. I don't know what's going on. Help Help me. There we go. Now you want to wait 30 seconds for that glue to get really tacky. So just blow on that bad boy. And I'll be back. I'm going to go off camera and I'll show you. Okay everyone, I'm back. I don't know why I thought that applying eyelashes on camera would be easy, but it's absolutely not. It's quite messy and it takes way too long. So I went off camera to do it. I hope that's okay. So now I'm just going to be filling in my brows. I'm using my always go-to handy dandy brow powder, the Milani Brow Fix. And I'm going to be using my Revlon eyeliner slash eyebrow angled brush. Just start right in the middle of the brows, right here. And we're just going to carve out the design we want for these brows. These brows aren't going to be that fleeky, because this is more of what Chanel No. 3 would wear. But still, we have to have brows. I mean, what's the point of doing your makeup if you're not going to have eyebrows? You know? I know. You get any brow powder right there, just take the other end, swoop that away. Making sure that's blended really well. Go back over it a few times. Just a few. Like 1,300. Just kidding. Now I'm going back in on the other eyebrow, just doing the same exact thing that I did on the first brow. Carving out the shape. Blending 85,000 times. Just kidding. Blending into the front of the brow. Blending that line we made with the brow liner. Blending the end. And there we go. We have our Chanel No. 3 looking brows. They're very natural for me. And we have a nice little glow to our face. We're just going to go back with our amazing beauty blender. Just make sure everything's blended flawlessly around our chin before we proceed. There we go. Yes. Yes, hunty. Now we're going to be taking our amazing bottom lash mascara. Wherever it went. Oh my god, I've got such a mess. I don't know where anything is. Help me, help me. Okay, so I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. I'm using the Makeup Forever Professional Excessive Lash Mascara. Now I like this one because it's a tiny little brush and I can get so close to the bottom of my lashes. Just adding a little bit of mascara. Now I don't know why, but why is this the face we always make when we do mascara? There we go. Now I'm going to go back to my Tarte eyeliner since I did a white glue, and I'm just gonna top that off with the brown liner, just covering up any spots of glue. There we go. And I'm going to take my fun new Feline Voluminous L'Oreal mascara. I like this one, and I'm just going to apply it to my lashes. I always put my lashes on first and then my mascara. I found it's much easier. I used to do the opposite, and it didn't go quite as well, but this way does. And there we go. nice, long, beautiful lashes, but not too cray-cray. Like so. Yes. Now I'm going to move on to my lips. I'm using the NYX lip crayon in Dolly Pink, because everything Chanel's wear is pink. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. We're all pink. Pink, pink, pink. That's why my eyes are pink. And that's why my lips are going to be pink. Uh-oh. Kind of went out of the edge of my lip. Just working that in. I realized something that I do not like on my face. So I'm just going to take a little bit of a piece of napkin and just go into the inner corners. I always have to do this, it seems like. Wipe that away. Now I'm going to take Wet n Wild's. Think pink, because it's a very bright but soft looking pink, and it stays. Their lipsticks are cheap and they stay. Just going to dot this on. Now I'm not trying to go too dark with my lips, because in the show, Chanel No. 3 does not wear a whole lot of makeup, and I think so far I've put on a lot more than what she would wear in the show, and that's just the person that I am. But I'm just going to take this lip brush and work those two colors in, the lip liner and the lipstick. And by the way, guys, this is such a really good lip brush. I just got it at the Daiso here in Japan, which is like our Dollar Tree. I don't know who Christina is, but thank you for making such a cute little lip brush. Thank you. There we go. Now to top this off, so we have a little bit of glisten, because what is lips without glisten for the Chanel queens? The Chanel Scream Queens, I mean. Just taking my Bonnie Bell lip lights, just adding a little bit of frost to this. This is in the scent and the shade Vanilla Swirl. Going to go ahead and top that off. And there we go. And there we have it. We have our Chanel No. 3 tutorial finished, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making this tutorial. It's very easy. All you need is some really like faux fur and pinks and pearls and really light makeup. You don't need a whole lot, and you need like a nurse's cap, because we got to add a little bit of flavor. So if you like this tutorial, give it a big thumbs up. I'm going to drop down, or I'm going to list below in the drop down all the products I used for this, just in case you want to go out and get those products. Like I said, you don't have to. Just in case you want to, you can, and you can recreate this look here, the Chanel No. 3 from Scream Queens. So go ahead if you want to, and subscribe Join the unicorn fam bam and be like us and be magical. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Just kidding, I'm back. You guys, I totally forgot the most important part, the fake blood. So you have your fake blood and you want to just cheapo cosmetics wedge like so. We're just gonna, cause this blood is very drippy, it's already dripping down my face a little bit. We're just gonna work that out. We're just gonna act like we've been working on patients, you know, in our hospital, and some blood has splattered out onto our face. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can even have a little brush here, work some of the little lines, the fake blood, like so. It's just gonna look like some blood splattered across your face, and you were trying to wipe it off as you were doing your surgeries, or putting away your dead bodies as the Chanels would do. Okay, apparently I can't talk. So, last step was just to add a little bit of blood to your face, like so. This is gonna add depth and drama to your face, and wear clothes you don't mind blood getting on, because it's gonna happen. And voila, I've been working on procedures all day. Sorry I forgot to add that little tidbit in there. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you next time.